Well, Amazon just pulled up, and here's my new weather station. It's the Ambient Weather WS-2000. I decided to get this one because of the display, where I'm gonna have it sitting next to my chair. I won't always be able to have it sitting directly, right in front of me. I'll be looking off to the side, so I want to have the better display. And I also, from the reviews I saw, it looked like it had a more comprehensive layout on the display, so we'll see. But this is going to be replacing my old system. This is what we're replacing. This was a let's see if I can see what it was. It was a C84612 Lacrosse Technologies C84612. This other one here is a can't quite make it out. It's a C84428. And here's a look at how it was packaged. It came in this recycled material egg carton. Nice thick manual. Love a good manual. There's the display. It's a little smaller than I thought, but it's fine as long as everything's clear. Well, I'll take everything out of here and make sure nothing's damaged and lay it out, and we'll take a look at it. Well, here's a quick look at all the pieces that come with it. Here's all the mounting hardware. Appears to be a decent quality stainless. There's the needle and leaf guard for the rain bucket, for the rain gauge. There's the remote temperature, humidity, pressure sensor for indoors is its intended use. The wind cups, the wind vane, the display. Here's the connections. Looks like it's got a slot for a micro memory chip and it's not a micro USB, but a mini USB. And then the power. Then it looks like a reset button there. Here's the power supply for it. And I notice there's no battery backup on this. So what I'm going to do is get a small UPS uninterruptible power supply, battery backup. Anyway, that's a minor detail. I've already ordered a power supply, just one of those little APC. I think the one I ordered is actually a Cyber Power. It was about $42, 425 VA was the rating on it. So that's going to be my battery backup for the display. And anyway, back to this. Got the rain bucket. All feels like it's like a polypropylene, a nice resilient type plastic, not a brittle. And I'm guessing that's the UV sensor. This is kind of cool. It's got a little one-way tipper in here. And again, everything, it looks like the pin in there is stainless. All the screws and hardware are stainless. And the takes 2 AA 1.5 volt. Don't use any like in-a-loop rechargeables that are 1.2 volt. You're not going to have the correct voltage. You're better off just using a lithium AA battery for this application. That way you won't have to worry about it for a good long time. And there's the temperature sensor array for the outside. This looks like a really, really comprehensive, which makes sense. I mean, oh, and here's, they list the optional sensors. I was just saying, I mean, you know, you take a little bit of time and do a thorough job on the manual, and in the long run, they're going to have less phone calls of people having issues and taking up time of tech support on the phone. Yeah, memory card slot for upgrades and data backup, USB port for loading operating system, power jack, reset. Yep, that's a reset button. Which is good, because I'll probably reset this thing at the first of the year so that my rain totals are accurate for the year. Pausing here a second, so if you're wanting to look. Just a real quick overview of the display here, which of course I think is one of the highlights of this system. It's not a terribly large display, but it's nice and sharp. The fonts are clear and easy to read, and it's got really good contrast. And up in the upper left-hand corner, you've got indicators for your connection to the Weather Underground system, and next to that is your indicator for the ambient weather system. Next to that, you've got your Wi-Fi signal strength and indicator, and adjacent to that is your indicator for signal strength on your outdoor array. Then moving across to the right is, of course, the date and time, and below that is your indoor temperature and humidity, and signal strength indicator for that sensor, which of course is separate from the display, which is nice. It doesn't limit you as to where you can put your display. Then you've got your channel indicator. You have 8 channels for adding additional sensors on this unit, and you can scroll through so that you can view any of those 8 sensors and leave those up. Back to the left, in the middle, you've got your wind indicator, both in degrees and compass rose. You've got your current wind, and then the gust within the last reporting time segment. Then next to that is your outside temperature and your daily high and low. Below that, you've got your wind chill, your dew point, exterior humidity, outside humidity, 10-minute average on wind direction and wind velocity, and your maximum daily wind gust. Then one of the highlights, I think, is the way that they've got the rain information laid out here. You've got rain event, hourly, weekly, monthly, and yearly totals, and your rate per hour, and it's all right up front here. No scrolling through to get that information. Below that is your barometric pressure in absolute
end in relative. You can select that and your trend arrow, and then you've got an indicator for the amount of movement in the last period of time, and in the lower right hand corner is your avatar for the forecast, and in the lower left hand corner is all of your solar information, UV index, radiant power, sunrise, sunset, and that little hemispherical circle there is a indicator for the sun during the daytime. Anyway, it's I think it's a really nice user interface, and of course, one of the reasons I opted for this system. So with that, I think we'll take a look at the setup up on the roof and call it good.
6 feet off the roof, the north end, at the bird's mouth. The house sits perfectly north and south, so it's easy to line the thing up. There we go. There's what it looks like out here to me right now. I've got a flashlight shining on it. It's dark, but this new phone, when you zoom in, it really increases the light.